With the technological advancement, youths nowadays are more prone to online shopping instead of buying the physical items off the shelf. However, shopping online may not be as straightforward as we used to think. According to police crime statistics, online shopping scams are one of the key crime concerns of 2011, which saw an increase of 52% in reported cases. Juliana binti Johari is one of the victims of online shopping scams.
Okay, so I bought these sticky notes online. It's not based locally, it's actually overseas based. It's something like this with all those fanciful notes like today, soon, someday, similar like that. I waited for about quite a few months, I think about 3-4 months. I went to check with SingPost and unfortunately they said they couldn't track down the item. And when I tried to email them, I didn't get any response. I was quite disappointed because USD base I think is about 20 plus, but Singapore after they converted I paid like $33. I felt that I've been cheated of my money.
Juliana binti Johari has difficulties getting a refund because it is an overseas online shopping website. But this does not mean that it will be more secure to purchase items from local websites. Elaine has paid $70 for a pair of boots online, but it never arrived.
So I chanced upon this Facebook shop and they sell like shoes. So I ordered and then the person said it will arrive in 1 month's time. So we waited for 1 month and then she said that the supplier is like having troubles and she cannot get the shoes. I was like, can I have my money back? If not, I'm calling police now. And she replied me immediately. Okay, I give you like 1 week to refund me like the $70. Because both pairs of shoes was like $70. Then I just want to get it back. Then after that, I was like, okay. So I waited and then the boyfriend refunded me like finally.
According to the police crime statistics, there is a rising number of online scams where victims did not get the goods they bought and were also cheated into making additional payments. There were 53 cases of such mixed delivery order scams reported in July and August last year, with the total amount cheated at over $40,000. Only 26 such cases were reported for the whole of 2012.
Okay, we are actually very concerned about online scams. So there are a few pointers to take note. Do not divulge your credit card details on unsecured websites. As for overseas transactions, we will tell them not to do it because it has huge risk. And the last thing is admin charges. There are always high repetitive admin charges. So these are the reasons why we will tell people not to shop online. The penalty would be up to 10 years jail term and they will be also liable to a fine.
Most people have been cheated because they did not receive their purchased items, but receiving an item which was not as described is also a form of online cheats. Republic Polytechnic second-year student Durga Devi bought a laptop which was not as described and ended up spending more than $500 repairing it.
So I got to see this guy who was selling it on eBay. So I contacted him and he said that he had a MacBook Pro 13-inch. So I arranged a day to go down to his house to collect it with my friend. When I went there, I saw a laptop that was not MacBook Pro 13. It was like a first generation laptop. It was like the older version. It was big and it just looked weird. He even took a picture of the MacBook Pro 13 and sent me. But when I got there, it was like a totally different laptop. But I had no choice but to purchase it. Yeah. 1 to 2 months after I started using the laptop, the motherboard was corrupted, and then slowly the speaker was not working with it. I had to spend more $500 over just to repair it again. And it's a rather old laptop. If I save all those money, right, I could have just bought a new MacBook Pro 13.
According to the police crime statistics, such cases are most prevalent between 2010 and 2011. In that particular year, cases of inducing victims to purchase counterfeit or worthless goods saw a rise of 135% from 37 cases in 2010 to 87 cases in 2011.
Okay, police actually view this case by case basis. So we will encourage the consumer to take this case up with case and also claim it through small claims tribunal.
According to the Police Annual Crime Brief 2013, Singapore recorded the lowest crime rate in 30 years, as the overall crime reported in 2013 fell by 4.3% as compared to 2012. However, there is a discernible trend that scams are migrating to cyberspace.
Overall, the number of cheating involving e-commerce cases increased by 113.9% from 238 cases in 2012 to 509 cases in 2013. On these cases involving e-commerce, the number of cases involving Multiple payment online purchase scams registered a significant increase of 1,550% from 14 cases in 2012 to 231 cases in 2013. The scam involves culprits posing as sellers of smartphones and tablets who would then cheat victims by failing to deliver the goods purchased and yet ask for further payments on a pretext of mixed delivery orders. Victims typically accede to the request for further payment but end up not receiving the item.
The police will continue to raise awareness and educate the community on such scams and fraud using various forms of media and online platforms.